This person says, if Doge sends you a dividend check, are you going to throw it away because they're not a real department? Well, first things first, if we were going to get a dividend check from the federal government, it wouldn't be from Doge, it would be from the Treasury Department. Because Doge isn't a real department. So nobody is going to get a dividend check from Doge. Nobody. I doubt anybody's going to get a dividend check from the federal government, period. But this is the new talking point, right? The right wing MAGA turds have said that they now believe that Elon Musk and Donald Trump, President Musk and First Lady Trump, are going to send everybody. The numbers vary, but the number that's widely been reported being a loose term there. It's been speculated by smooth-brained MAGA chuds, is that the federal government is going to send every man, woman, and child in the country an $8,000 check, which is going to be the money that they saved from cutting back on waste and fraud. Now, I will say this. If the government is going to send some dividend checks as a result of finding this waste and fraud, they should probably send it to the thousands of government workers that are being fired first, as they're the ones that are going to need it the most. But I doubt there's going to be any dividend checks because we haven't seen any actual evidence of cost cutting. Right? They say they're going to cut $1.5 trillion. They say they found $40 billion in waste, but they won't show us, so we don't know if it's real or not. Back to the dividend checks. As I said, most people seem to think that they're going to get an $8,000 check from the federal government. Some people have said that it's going to be as high as $200,000 per person, which would mean in our case, we would get $400,000 for the two of us, another $200,000 for our son, and then each one of our kids would get $200,000. I'm waiting to see that happen. Even the $8,000 checks, I'm waiting to see happen. But here's my question for you before I answer your question. If it's wasted money, right? If we're trying to save money and not spend money in a wasteful manner, why would the government save it only to turn around and give it to us? Wouldn't they still be spending the same amount of money then? But to answer your question, if the government were to send me a dividend check, am I going to send it back? Fuck no. I'm going to put it in my bank. Just like I did when that fucking idiot the first time around sent 2 stimulus checks. And just like I did when Joe Biden sent another moronic stimulus check. If the government is stupid enough to do this again, then I'm going to fucking cash in on it. Why do I say the stimulus checks were stupid? Because they weren't targeted. Not everybody in the country needed a stimulus check because not everybody in the country lost their job. My wife kept working. We never lost a beat. So we didn't need the stimulus checks, but we still got them. The stimulus checks should have been, from both Biden and Trump, should have been targeted to people who actually need it, people who lost their jobs or whose businesses were shut down as a result of the pandemic. They're the ones that should have gotten the stimulus checks. And if the government's going to do this again, if they're going to send everybody an $8,000, if they're going to send my wife and I $16,000 worth of checks, and then another $8,000 for a 13-year-old son, yeah, we might use it to go on vacation. Who the hell knows? Wouldn't that just chap your ass, huh? Wouldn't it chap your ass to see me making content on a cruise ship that was paid for with a check that Donnie Trump's government sent? Oh, fuck it. Chef's kiss. Can you imagine if I took the money that Trump decided to send everybody in order to buy them off and used it to pay for a vacation, then made content while on that vacation, then turned around and put that content up on my YouTube page where I get paid for the content and made money off of it?